Orthopedics at Bangladesh Health Profession Institute. Today I will show you range of motion and manual muscle testing at wrist joint, which is upper limb assessment. So without further delay, let's start the video.
Stabilize the wrist, then set goniometer axis over the triquetrium. Then place fixed arm parallel to ulna, movable arm fifth metacarpal. Then ask patient to flex the wrist, and that is wrist flexion range of motion. Wrist extension range of motion same as wrist flexion range of motion. Goniometer axis placed over the triquetrium and fixed arm need to place parallel to ulna. Then ask patient move the wrist extension, and that is range of motion. Grade 2 for wrist flexion and extension. Grade 3 against gravity for wrist flexion, and then minimum resistance grade 4 for wrist flexion, then maximum resistance grade 5 for wrist flexion. For wrist extension grade 3 against gravity, then give minimum resistance grade 4 for wrist extension, then give maximum resistance grade 5 for wrist extension. For wrist abduction range of motion, set the goniometer axis to capitate, then fixed arm lateral epicondyle, then movable arm is middle metacarpal. Then ask patient to abduct the wrist, that is wrist abduction range of motion. For wrist adduction range of motion is similar as wrist abduction range of motion. Set the goniometer axis, capitate, and fixed arm is lateral epicondyle. Then movable arm is middle metacarpal. Then ask patient to adduct the wrist, and that is wrist adduction range of motion. Grade 2 for wrist abduction and adduction. Grade 3 against gravity for wrist abduction. Then give minimum support resistance grade 4 for wrist abduction, then maximum resistance for wrist abduction. 3 against gravity for wrist adduction, then give minimum resistance grade 4 for wrist adduction, then maximum resistance grade 5 for wrist adduction.
If you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section. See you again in another video. Until then, bye bye.